Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. Yes, this poor Mazda has been through the wars, unfortunately, and it does require a bit of TLC and a bit of loving. So, in today's video, we are going to change the main front head panel, which houses the cooling system and also shields the engine from any impact. It's going to be a tough one, but let's see how I get on. So as you can probably tell, nothing at the moment is in line, which is annoying. You can see that the headlamp, there's a gap between the bumper and the headlamp at the moment. There's also the bonnet is over the front bumper. It should be next to it, like in line, so that needs to be pushed forward. Same with this side here as well. Also, plinth, number plate plinth is a bit battered. Hoping to heat that up and get it re-stretched, ready to go again, hopefully. And the badge literally just falls off in your hands, so might as well just take that off now. And if we have a look under here, things aren't in line with each other. I mean, first of all, that snapped off. That's snapped off there. Off there. And as you can probably see, in the main front head panel, there's a massive crack in it, which is lovely. So we're going to be taking all this apart, putting a new head unit on it, and hopefully rectify all this that isn't sitting straight, because none of this is sitting straight at the moment, and the bonnet is like that. So great stuff. And also you can tell because the hose is stretched, so if I move this panel back over, you can see that the hose lines up perfectly. So yeah, got a lot of work to do today. So to take the front bumper off, you have to take a 8mm out of each side of the wheel arch just in the beginning, and then underneath you've got the main bumper bracket, which is another 2 8mm underneath, directly underneath the number plate, underneath the car. And then you've got 2 more which are taken off, 8mm, which are hiding just underneath where the fog lamp should be. There's 2 on each side. Take them off, and then your bumper is friction fit, so you should just be able to take it off very carefully, as they say. And not to forget, you've got your headlamp bolts as well in the top, holding the top of the bumper on, and also you've got 2 push clips as well, which will be holding the top of the bumper on, so just remember that. a good tug. It should come off, and then you've got, if your model's got the fog lights, then you'd have to you'll have to disconnect wiring loom each side. If yours hasn't got fog lights, it still have the connectors, so you still got to disconnect them. I don't know why they didn't just fit it at factory anyway. And then that's it, your front bumper is off.
And now it's time to find where to put the damping.
So now we're wanting to get to this head unit, this slam panel head unit thing. So you want to take headlamp out, headlamp out. So to do that, you've got to remove a push clip and a bolt at the top on both sides, and then the bolt that's in the bumper to wing bracket, because that's what's holding the headlamp in place. Again, these are both 10 mils, and then you can just take it out like so, like this. You will have a connector on the top, which you'll need to take off. And then that's your two headlamps extracted. Now that's the easy bits done and out of the way. Now this is going to be the difficult parts. So in order to get the surround, as you can probably see, there's quite a few things that have got to come off. So let's have a look and see. And then next on the list is you've got to take the bonnet off. Two 12 mils each side onto the bonnet. Make sure you use another person if you can, because the bonnet is quite heavy on this thing. It's proper metal and it requires a big ratchet too, so keep that in mind. And then yeah, because we've got to take this off and all the other components surrounding the main head unit, so let's get to it. finally got some movement on it, which is, yeah. I mean, I'm putting my face in this video because the frustration is going to be next level. I mean, look at that bad boy. I don't know if you can see it. I'll probably zoom it in. Look at that. I've got to get that off, rounded off. Well, it's not rounded off, it's corroded like hell. Yeah, the latch is out, so I've got to disconnect that from the back. Massive hole in the condenser there as well. So I'm getting somewhere with this whole unit, which is good. I've just got to get that off, I think, so then I can disconnect it from the radiator, etc, etc. Right, this is where the fun begins. Taking all the little components off, and yeah, can't wait.
While you watch me struggle undoing some bolts, here is some useful information for you about the next couple of stages. So once these bolts are out, please be very careful. You need to take the radiator off, which means you're going to be losing your coolant from the radiator. You can put it in a bucket and reuse it if you want to. But I just changed the coolant for mine. And also, please be very careful because an aircon pipe must come off so that you can get the head unit off the vehicle. Please do not do this if there is aircon gas in the system. You need to depressurize the system first. So please, unless you're a trained professional, do not attempt this at home. If so, you are very stupid. Anyway, on with the video. Okay, so the old head unit is now off. So this is what holds the radiator and the condenser. I mean, look at that. There's nothing left of that. God, I mean, it's been 12 years, so to be fair, that's good going for a Mazda condenser, because I know the Mazda 2s suffer with very brittle fins. Look at that, it just disappears at the slightest touch. Anyway, yes, head panel. I'm going to show you on here. I'm going to show you on here that that's the split. So that was what was making the bumper and stuff uneven, because it's held on by 2 points there and there for the headlights, and all the other stuff then is slotted. On top of that, you got your boot latch and your uppy and downy army, and also that's your inlet pipe goes on there. So if that's split, that means the whole of the car is out of line, out of sync. So you got to go through all of that to get the old one off, and then now we're going to go and put the new one on. And thank you very much to my glamorous assistant for being there with me and also helping me to restore this car back to its former glory. And just like that, she's back in her former glory. Everything lines up so perfectly, and we're ready to get at it again and get and do some miles in the beast. Also done some LED work as well. I've got some new LED lights in. While I was there, I might as well have changed them, so happy days. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed my struggle. If you did, make sure to leave a like. And also subscribe if you're new around here and want to see some more content as gripping as this. Until next time, thank you very much and goodbye.